We are recording. I am so excited for this call. You have no idea. I just want to start off by introducing myself for those of you that don't know me. I am Kelsey Lawrence, and this opportunity has been one that has completely transformed and changed my life. And now I just want to basically shout it from the rooftops, all the different ways that it can completely transform your life. And so I am beyond excited to share with you how this has impacted my life and to hear from my coaches how it has impacted their lives as well. And we were so excited. This is something completely different than we've ever done before. It's different than what we've ever done before, but whoops, I'm just muting y'all. I love y'all, but I'm muting you so that in the recordings it'll, okay. There we go. I'm excited because this is something different than we've ever done before. We are going to be giving you the content and showing you what it is exactly that we do as coaches in a non-scary way. Because I think a lot of times people see the word coach or hear the word coach or, oh my gosh, what will I actually have to do? And it freaks you out. And I get that because I was there once too. And I get that it can be scary and overwhelming. And so that's what our idea is behind this 7-day little group, is to show you what it is that we actually do, taking out the scary tactic, okay? So what we just want to challenge you to do is to put the blinders on and go into the group, treat it as a challenge group, and just commit to doing those tasks that we ask you to daily, despite how scary or out of your comfort zone they might be, because I promise you, if you will commit to doing these things, it's 100% worth it. And my girls on here can tell you that that's what they've done, and now I know without a shadow of a doubt they would never turn back. So that's how big this opportunity can be if you go all in. So we're going to kick it off. That's your welcome, and we are pumped and we are excited, and I hope you are too. And I hope that by the end of this training call that you will be, or this welcome, and then especially by the end of this week that you will be just on fire, just like we are. So I'm just going to continue with my little story. I'm going to ask, Laura's going to share her story. Casey's on here. I know Allison, and like any of you that are my coaches that want to hop on and just share your story really briefly, because I think that we're all different, and I think that is what makes us so special and powerful, because you don't have to fit a certain mold. You don't have to be a certain size. You don't have to be a stay-at-home mom or a working mom or whatever it is to make this work. It's you being yourself and you sharing your story and you sharing your journey and just being real with the good and the bad and everything in between that connects people to you. So I attract my children at the most great times. So anyway, I started as a challenger 3 years ago, and I stumbled across my coach on Facebook and did not know her. She's from Gulfport. Never met her, until I started full on. But I just remember seeing her post, and I accidentally messed up and liked one of them, and she started messaging me. And she kept following up with me, and I kept giving her all these excuses as to why I did not need to do this or why I couldn't do this, or I would just ignore her completely, and she would not leave me alone. Not in a bad way, but she just continued to follow up with me. So I got into a challenge group. I called myself a runner. Now I laugh at that because I'm anything but that. But I would go to school and I would exercise upstairs in the gym, hoping that my children would not throw it themselves down the flight of stairs that's there. Those that are my people know what I'm talking about. It's dangerous. And anyway, I decided that I would just go all in and try it. I didn't think that she really had the results that she had by doing what she claimed that she was doing. I would roll my eyes and laugh at her because really you get results like that from home, but really, yes, you can. And so I went all in and I did this 21-day fix, the old version of 21-day fix, and I got results. And she, again, pushed me out of my comfort zone and was like, why don't you just try this coaching thing? I'm going to tell you exactly what to do, and I want you to do that and just see what happens. So I did. And I did the things that scared the crap out of me. I teach high school English. I teach 11th graders, and so I was like, I've got to post. They're going to see me. They're going to know what I'm doing. I never posted unless my kids were in front of me. Like, I did not do the whole social media thing. I have no nutrition background. I have no fitness background. But I just did what she said, and I committed to showing up and just doing my best. So I remember people started noticing, so they wanted to join, let me do what she's doing. Let me do what she's doing. It wasn't that I started off and like people flocked to me because I was special. My mama thinks I'm special and my kids think I'm special, but there's nothing really spectacular about me other than I just put myself out there and I'm myself. My quirks, my flaws, all of me. And so anyway, I know now that feeling, that tugging in my heart, that just do it. Like, you don't understand now, but just do it, was God the whole entire time. And I know now that he has aligned my people, because we're just like, he's sending the people that either I need or that need me. And it's incredible to now be on the other side 3 years in and just see how he's orchestrating things. It's allowed me to, 20 pounds is gone, forever gone. I'm happier, I'm healthier, I am realizing who it is that God meant for me to be all along, that I had no idea was in there, like no idea. I can stand in front of a group of 11th grade kids all day long and tell them how it's going to be. But to be a true leader, that scared the crap out of me. But now I know that this is what I'm supposed to do. And it's provided for me, not just physically, mentally, the things that we do as coaches, the professional development, my whole mindset has changed, my confidence, like all that. Financially, and we're going to get into all this week, but I'm a teacher. If you're a teacher, you know the struggle. And I am earning my teacher salary as a side gig. And that's huge for us. That is huge for us. And I'll give you all the details of that later on this week, but just know that this business can be as big or as little as you make it. And it can provide for you friendships that you never in your life imagined. It can bring the people into your life that you need when you need them, and it can push you out of your comfort zones, hold you accountable. It's truly an amazing opportunity. So that's my little spiel, and I'm going in the order that I see my people. I see Laura, and then Casey's going, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right, so hey y'all, I'm Laura. So my coaching journey has not been going on that long, but my journey to where I am now, I feel like has been like playing its way out for a while. I met Kelsey 5-ish years ago when I started working at the same school as her. I hope y'all can hear me. I'm on my front porch. And that was right when I was about to start my struggle with fertility for several years. Taking me to the lowest point of my life, I thought. I was making excuse after excuse for why I had gained weight, why I didn't feel like myself, because it was the fertility stuff. It was because I was depressed because we couldn't get pregnant. It was because of this. It was because of that, whatever. So I always had a reason to have an excuse. Well, finally, after a good doctor and some fertility drugs and Jesus, we got pregnant with twins. And we were so excited. So then obviously I had the excuse of I'm pregnant. I can eat what I want to. So that was that. Had the twins, lost a little bit of the weight, but then it started slowly coming back. Not a big deal. I had some postpartum depression and anxiety. Not a big deal for me too, because I've always struggled with depression and anxiety in my life, like always. Then when the twins were 5 months old, I'm not going to get into detail, like crazy deep, because I'll cry. I don't want to cry tonight. I got a call when Sage and Sawyer were at daycare one day that Sawyer had passed away. So yeah, my twin babies that I had longed for forever and ever and ever one of them was gone. And so that rock bottom I thought I had before had a new low. Yeah. So I threw myself into Sage, and then eventually I had to come back up for air and realize like life is continuing and I don't know how to continue. So then it was a struggle of I didn't recognize myself in the mirror. I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to do anything because I didn't like the way I looked. I didn't like the way I felt. I didn't like anything. Stage is the reason that I kept going, and that's it, period. And so I knew that life could not sustain like that. Like, it was not feasible. Fast forward a few weeks later, and I'm not feeling well. Kelsey goes, Laura, you got to go take a pregnancy test. And I was like, no, girl, we don't get pregnant unless we pay real good money for that. So that ain't the case. And she was like, I'm serious. Like, I think you might be. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I took the pregnancy test, and what do you know? Pregnant. So all these other emotions. Yeah. So I'm like, well, that's why I've gained weight. I don't have to worry about it. That's why I'm fat. That's why whatever. Few weeks later, we had our first ultrasound. Everything was fine. Went back to do the blood test and all of that. And we found out that we had lost the baby. So the excitement and all the emotions that I had allowed to kind of like push me forward, like, did a complete 180. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Hey, Sage, he's beating on the window, y'all. So yeah, it was a rough couple years. And I guess at that point I was like, you know what? My life is now. Like, I never know what tomorrow's going to hold, but I know I have right now my husband and my son, who I love more than anything in this world, and they deserve to have me who is happy. They deserve to have me who is healthy, and that is excited to get up in the morning. Because, y'all, I used to be the most joyful, happy person, and my biggest fear after Sawyer died was I'm never going to laugh again. I'm never going to be happy again. I'm never going to find my joy again. And I genuinely thought that I wouldn't, and for a long time I didn't. And I would have laughed in your face if you would have said, God has this plan for you to find your joy, because I have watched Kelsey for 3 years. My best friend. I sat and watched her for 3 years. So God has a sense of humor. I mean, honestly, because a lunch on any regular day at work while Kelsey was eating her good food but healthy food was a cheeseburger and a chicken sandwich as a side. And I'm not making that up in no way, form, or fashion. Like, that is what I ate all day, every day. It's ridiculous. And that's part of the reason I felt like crap all the time too. So thankfully I listened to that tug at my heart that God kept placing there, and I jumped in with no turning back into this. And I think the reason that I have been successful is because I told myself that this is a non-negotiable. Like, if I'm doing this, I'm going to do it right, and I'm going to put everything I need to in it, because why not? I see the potential. I see the success that's possible, and it's up to me if I chase that or not. And so I was like, let's do it. Balls to the wall. I'm not turning back. Let's go. And so that's the mindset that I have had since day one. And I think that has been the biggest factor for me, because this is not, let me wake up and decide if I want to do this today. I made a decision that this is now part of my life. This is my job. This is what I'm doing. There is no discussing it. There is no option. It is what it is. And so when you wake up with that mindset, it kind of sets the tone for your whole, for everything. And so I went from not getting out of bed to feeling like a girl boss. And so, I mean, I'm proud of that. My husband's proud of me. I see myself again, and I'm proud of myself. I don't dread getting dressed every day. And from somebody who, like, debt is out the eyeballs right now, to have 4 weeks of this job pay my car payment, that's a game changer for our family. So that's just starting out. So there's just so much good that has been brought to our lives thanks to this coaching journey. And I want to share it with everybody, be it as a challenger or a coach or whatever it is. I just want people to feel their joy again, like I'm starting to feel mine again. So there's my spiel.
All right, Casey.
I'm not sure where that's. Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So my journey started, I guess, about 2 years ago. Okay, I'll get it in just a second. This is the reason I started my journey. I was kind of like Laura. Like, when I was pregnant, I ate what I wanted, when I wanted, and I looked at the number on the scale, and I was like, holy bad word. Like, can't be right. And I saw Kelsey on Facebook, and I made the mistake of messaging her because, that's what we do. And she was like, well, how about you try this, this, and this? So I did the workouts for a couple months, like saw some serious changes, and I was like, I'm getting my body back. I'm being me again. And I was like, you know what? Like, I want to do what you're doing. Like, I was one of those weird people that was actually interested in coaching, and Kelsey didn't have to, like, beat me over the head with it. So anyways, I started, and I'm not going to lie, it took me like a year to kind of be serious with it, if you consider me serious now. I'm more of a hobby coach, and Kelsey knows that, and she gets on to me. I love my job as teaching, so this is more of like, it's fun for me. I enjoy doing it on the side. So that's kind of, I don't know, I guess that's pretty much how I became a coach, why I coach. It is nice. I always joke my coaching supplement makes up for my Amazon bill, because Lord knows the mailman stays on my front porch with packages, and Brandon is constantly going, what did you buy? And I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. It's covered through Beachbody. Like, don't worry about it. So that's kind of like, to me, Meredith, this is a family business, in case nobody knew. That's kind of, where I started with coaching. My why has definitely been, for the mom life. I love the, the little freedom that it gives me. Like I said, that I can go order what I want on Amazon, or, if I find a stupid expensive smock, I don't feel bad buying it for my kid. So that's kind of my coaching life and my kids.
All right. I see Kim. Kim just had surgery, so Kim might want to just pass. I'm not sure.
Please don't make me.
I love you. Kim is a rock star. She just doesn't take credit for it. We love you, Kim. You get a pass.
Hey.
You just had surgery.
Hey, y'all check out that recipe I just laid on tonight, though.
Gotcha, boo. Gotcha.
Y'all know I'm
But Kim is totally a testimony. Like, homegirl had surgery, and she's right back at it, like, now.
Yeah.
My face is still swollen. I'm so upset about it.
All right. Let's see. Allison and Ashley. Oh, kids. Okay. Go, Allison.
All right. So for me, same thing. I had seen a couple girls, a girl I went to high school with, a girl I went to Mississippi State with, and they were constantly asking me, want me to join. I had no desire to do it. I was trying to lose the 40 pounds that I gained from eating Big Macs when I was pregnant with Presley. Like, that's no lie. That's the only thing I keep down. So I was trying to lose that. And then we moved, and we lived 15 minutes from Water Valley, 15 minutes from Oxford. And between that and trying to spend time with her, I knew I couldn't work out at a gym. So I seen Kelsey, and she'd messaged me a couple of times, and I finally just gave in. I was like, yes, I want to do this. So that was a year to go this month, or in September. So the whole coaching part, though, for me was I just wanted to be able to pay for my Shakeology. I just wanted to be able to, make a little extra money to say, okay, I can pay for that. I'm good. That's it. But this past year, I've just looked at it more and more that I'm spending time away from Presley, and I'm missing a lot of time with her. So my push now is to be able to give up the two sports that I coach, so that I can be at home with her. And if I could do that, if I could give up one sport next year, that would be huge, because that's time at home with my family. And we'd eventually like to expand our family, but I'm not going to be able to do that with coaching and being away from home. So that's my goal for it. That's plain and simple. And the biggest thing for me too is I've gained more friends doing this through the coaching than I had outside of it. I'm very to myself kind of person. So to be able to get friendships. Me and Casey went to Indianapolis, never met each other, and talked the entire way. Never listened to a single song on the radio. So I am thankful for these friendships. So if you're considering it at all, that's one reason to do it.
Awesome. Love it. All right, Ashley, I'm putting you on the spot, and I'm going to go ahead and say this about Ashley. Ashley was, how long were you a challenger before you started coaching?
Like a year.
Yeah, and she was in the group, y'all, and a freaking rock star, and constantly, her transformation will, go look her up. Go look her up. She was doing all the things coaching, and she just didn't even realize it, and now she's killing it. So, go girl.
First off, I'm hot mess. I just did day 23 again, even though I did it yesterday, and I realized about 3/4 of the way through. Anyway, so Kelsey never bothered me about coaching. She just kind of hung out behind me. And even when I quit the challenge group, I didn't really quit. I just kind of quit for a few months. But I got back in, jumped all in, had a big transformation, like she said, stuck with it. And then one day I messaged her and I was like, hey, why can't I coach? I mean, you know, I'm doing basically everything and everybody's asking me about my transformation and I'm just sending them, you know, somewhere else. So let's do it. Another reason I got into it was basically, you know, for my kids. I like to try to set good examples for them. And like I said in the post, if you're my friend on Facebook, you know, every day we come home and Emma's first thing is, hey, Mom, are we working out? Yeah, baby, we're working out. And just about every day they join me. So we're getting healthier together, making a little bit of money on the side. I've made a lot of great friends, and it's just been an all in all great move. And I know that's probably a rambling mess, but that's just who I am.
That's what we like. That's what we like.
Yep.
So, all right, so you see that we are all different. You have school counselors, you have a lot of teachers, you have a cosmetologist, you have a nurse, you have like all the things here. So there's no one size, no one job, no nothing. Okay, you come as you are and you do you, boo. And you have the most amazing support and accountability that you can find. And like, seriously, I think we would all agree that this opportunity has, in all the ways that we never expected, has benefited us in our lives and our families' lives. So there's that. All right, so I'm going to follow my list because I don't want to keep you forever. So you've heard the introduction, you have heard from our coaches, and now I want to just walk you through. So this is something that I want you to do if you are not a current challenger, and I'm looking around and I think you are, but if you're not a current challenger, then I want you to reach out to your coach that invited you into this group and make sure that you get the 14-day trial, because we want you plugged into a workout, okay? So I'm going to share my screen just really, really quick. I know that if you are a current challenger, then you are on your program already and you know what to do and you know what that looks like. But I want to just, this is recording, so I'm just going to pull it up really quick and show you that. And then I want to go through the challenge group in case there is anyone on here. Okay, well, let's see here. No, I'm not real technical, okay? Just so y'all know. And now it won't let me see my screen. Okay, go away. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, I have that. Oh, Lord help. Let's see. I can't get to my bar up here. Let's see if I can move it. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right. Okay. So this is what your Beachbody On Demand will look like. If you are not a current challenger, this is new to you. Most of us are doing the Morning Meltdown 100, but if you are accessing the 14-day trial, then I'm going to have you do Clean Week, because it is a program in which you can get 7 days of workouts. You have, and it's aligned to you, 7 different workouts, 7 y'all can't talk, 7 different body parts, and it's a great program. You will be sore. And I think it's just a good way for you to access, here it is right here, a good way for you to access on demand, and you don't have to pay for it, okay? But it gives you a great day, a great inside view of what Beachbody On Demand looks like. So within Beachbody On Demand, with every single program, you're going to get the workouts, you're going to get a workout program guide, you're going to get a nutrition guide. And literally you log in, your coach will give you the information that you need to log in and get your information. And then you will go to your access your workout. So part of this, Laura's going to talk about it in a second, so I'm not going to ramble on because we have like 10 more minutes, so I've got to be quiet. And this is our challenge group. If I can get it to go there. It changes every single month. We just roll you into the different challenge group, but this is where you would check every single day. And we have posts, we have food. Kim posted a yummy meal, and we just come in and we post our sweaty selfies, we complete assignments, we communicate. It's an incredible way to stay accountable. And for me personally, I know that had I not had this challenge group, that I would not be doing what I'm doing now. I know that I wouldn't be. Okay. All right. I'm going to try to stop share. There we go. All right. Let's see. All right. Go, Laura. And we've got like, let's see, 9 minutes. Y'all, I'm cheap and I don't pay for the extended time. I'm sorry. I love y'all, but.
All right. I'm going to run through it really quick. I can do quick, I promise. So we really want this group to feel like it's a challenge group that you're in, so you really get a full idea. So we want to make sure that everybody checks in daily. That can be through a sweaty selfie. That can be through commenting on someone's post. That can be putting some type of like motivational quote or whatever. Just make sure that you show up and are seen on the wall at some point daily, because that's going to make your presence there. And the more that you buy into this, the more that you interact, the more that you are all in, the better this is going to be for you. I promise. Like, you can sit back and watch, but it's not going to be the same as if you are like all in, bought into it, and doing the things that we tell you to do. Okay. So the first thing I want everybody to make sure they do, though, is turn on the notifications for this group. You can do that in the settings at the top of the page for the group. That way, anytime anything's posted in this group, you're going to see it. And every time you open your phone, you're going to see where somebody's posted or somebody's shared something in the group, and that's going to keep it on your mind, and that's going to make you accountable, because you're like, you know what, it's always there. I can't get away from it, but that's because you need to be around it, because you need to see it every day. So each day we'll have a different topic of focus. This is built around explaining the business to you, walking you through how the business works and everything. And within each day, so every morning you get up and there'll be something posted for you to look through and read and kind of digest. It'll be your basic info. From there, throughout the day, we'll be posting challenges. We'll be posting assignments for y'all to do. Like, one of the challenges every single day is going to be post a sweaty selfie. After you do your workout, post your sweaty selfie, put it on there. Okay, like, that's literally one of the challenges every day. We will be giving prizes away at the end of this. And so the more that you interact, the more that you complete the challenges, the more that you do the assignments that we're putting on there for you to do, the more times your name is going into the hat for the prizes that are going to be given. So why would you not, A, participate because it's fun and you get your workout in anyway, B, because you're learning the business like it's literally handed to you right here on a platter, and it makes it so much easier for you to get started. And C, there's prizes. Hey, I want a prize, so why not, you know? Trying to see if there's anything else on my list. So, like, the way you can interact more, like I've already said, watch the challenges, watch the assignments. We are leading by example, and so the things that you see us do, you do. This group is to teach you how to be a coach too, and so mimic our behaviors. Literally fake it till you make it is my motto in life, and that's what I've been doing. And you know what? Eventually, I realized I don't have to fake it as much anymore, or maybe I'm faking it and I don't even know the difference. So regardless, it's working. So buy into it, do it. If you want to encourage somebody, encourage somebody. If you think you've had a win for the day that you want to share, then share that. Like, buy into this for the next 7 days, and I promise you'll be thankful that you did, because you will be off to a great start with your business. And if you decide that's not for you right now, then that's fine too, because you're going to have 7 days of encouragement and positive around you and good meals and a workout every day, and you're still going to come out way more ahead than you are now. So you can't really lose anything with this. So there's my spiel. I don't think I forgot anything.
And I just want to, like, when we say challenges, like, so we're going to cover, what we're going to be seeing is going to be, I can't remember, we have it all, like, planned out, but tomorrow is going to be, like, what is coaching? What does a coach do? And then the next day will be common hesitations. And then the next day will be, how do I make money? And then the next day will be, like, that's how it's going to be set up.
Yeah.
And then the challenges that we have for you, we're going to have every single day, post a sweaty selfie. Like, go in there and you can be a hot mess express. Like, y'all just, if you're in the challenge group, y'all know how that looks. Just post a picture of yourself. And then you'll have another challenge. It might be like Wednesday, there's a drinking water challenge. Post it in your stories. If you do your workout, post it in your story and tag your coach. Put it in the challenge group. Put it in the coaching group and tag your coach. Put it, I'm trying to remember what else there was, but it's going to be fun. And again, like I started off telling you, it might scare the snot out of you. But if you have that inkling in your heart, I promise that if you commit with it and you just go for it, you'll be glad that you did. All right. And in this business, you truly get out what you put in. And last thing that I want to leave you with is just, regardless of what you do with this journey, podcast. Turn on the podcast. And Laura, I get tickled because she used to listen to these murder mysteries on her podcast, and I'll be like, I didn't ever say anything. I kept it to myself. But I'm like, download you, and we're gonna have that in the group one day. I'm telling you, when I get up in the morning, when I am in the shower, I have it going. When I am putting on my makeup and fixing my hair, I have it going. When I'm doing the laundry, I mean, I don't do that much, but when I do, I have a podcast going. I cook supper, I have a podcast going. Because what you put in comes out. And so if you fill yourself with inspiring, uplifting, incredible goodness, then that's going to flow out of you. And we all need that to survive. And we have favorites. We all have favorite podcasts, and we're going to be sharing those with you this week. But it's just little things like that you're not going to expect to get out of this coaching opportunity that are going to completely transform you from the inside out. So know that we are super excited, and we hope that you are. And we want you to ask questions, and we want you to interact, and we want you to, comment and mingle in the group and get to know each other and just do the things, because it's so worth it. So worth it. So anyways, yeah, that's right. All right. So does anyone have any questions about anything related to how this is going to work?
Y'all share this, we'll post this video, the recording. Encourage other people that are in the Glimpse into Coaching group, or that would be interested in this or whatever. Encourage them to watch this and encourage them to buy in just like we are, okay? Because y'all are getting points because you're on this call right now. So good job.
And I lost my thought.
I gotta go, y'all. My child is in there screaming, I love you. I will see y'all soon.
Post the link to this. It'll take like 30 minutes for it to upload and save, but then I'm going to post the call. If you just got on, I'm going to post the call into our Coach Glimpse group. Okay. Y'all have a great night. Thank y'all so much for hopping on.